discrete interactions. And each of these interactions has two parts to it. A stimulus, the thing that causes the reaction, and a response. Sometimes you call it action and reaction. But the idea is that you can define this interaction very simply. And when you combine these, you can get a really interesting set of chain reactions. So in other words, the British are coming, the militia start marching, and there was no direct interaction between those two. There was this chain of events that led to the militia marching. Make sense so far? Now, why do you suppose the militia didn't watch for the British themselves? Any ideas? So presumably they're in a position that they're dispersed. They may be at their homes doing other things at this point. And we don't need to have every single one of them watching for the British, right? By setting things up this way, we can have one person watching for the British. And he sits up there in the tower. Now, why was he up in the tower? Good point of view, right? He can see quite a bit from there. He can see them coming by land, can see them coming by sea. However they end up coming to attack, he can see them and light that lamp. Now, the other thing is we couldn't put all these people up in that tower to watch. They just wouldn't fit reasonably. So we separated out our system such that each of these little interactions allows us to notify everybody and get people moving. So when Paul Revere's running around, he's telling every single person who's listening for him. Make sense? Okay, so let's think about this in programming terms a little bit. The most common example you're going to see of this is GUI interactions. So if we have a simple little example of a graphical user interface with a button, and you press the button, we want something to happen when the button's been pressed. So the button being pressed is a stimulus.